Grant, you talked about tough times Saturday. Just kind of talk about where this team is right now, just mentally, emotionally.
We're just at a point where the leaders really have to emerge right now and make sure that nobody gets down. Because like I said, it's just natural for you to want to take the easy way out. So this is just a real test of our leadership and how many grown men we have on our team. So.
Clint, do you think you're better equipped to handle a situation like this than maybe you were a year ago? Have you grown emotionally and matured a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I try to learn something, every day and get better every day from a maturity standpoint and, from a quarterback skill standpoint. So definitely maturity-wise, being the older guy this year, it's definitely helped me handle a lot of things and starting to see things, bigger picture now and not get caught up in everything. So it's definitely helped going through some of the things I've been through in the past. It's helped me, prepare me for this moment. So definitely.
How much, for guys like you that were there at the mountaintop, so to speak, that were there at one of the greatest moments in Auburn history, to then have to deal with what's happening now?
It's something that we didn't expect. You don't expect to be here, but going through the tough times. We know what it takes to get there, and so we know what we have to do during practice. It kind of helps lead. It helps me be a better leader to the younger guys. It's like some of them just can't believe that I've been here since. Chris Todd, Ben Tate days, so they definitely look up to me more. I know they know that I know what I'm talking about, but it makes it tough. It makes it tougher being in 14-0 at this point. But this is when you're really revealed as a person, as a player, and this can really be. There's really nothing positive from this situation, but that can be a positive. Revealing your true character, and this is a time, when true leaders lead. So, this is a time we need everybody on the team and myself to step up.
Good. You completed 70% of your passes on Saturday, but it only threw for 98 yards. It's less than 5 yards per attempt. I know you guys want to get the ball more vertical. What's the disconnect between going downfield and underneath routes?
We had some deep routes called, and they played good defense. They dropped 8 a few times, and just leaving a few of the things underneath more open. And it's overall it's a complete thing. It's we run the ball more. The shots, we take more shots. It's just from each position. It's just 1 or 2 more plays. There's D balls open the last play. They busted the coverage, and it's there. And then we had just miscommunication on the line. Let a guy come free, and I got to still make that throw. See, it's just right there on that single, on that one play. There's 2 miscommunications, and I think it's good to be able to run the ball, but I don't think that it's not been enough shots called or anything like that. They're definitely called. It's just that they dropped 8 a few times.
Is it tempting sometimes, got a guy like Sammy down there, just throw it up there and see if he can make a play?
Yeah, it's definitely what I did last week. The Ole Miss, just give him a shot, but now a lot of the times they'll double him, which allows on that over route to Emory, he was doubled running the post, which allowed Emory to come wide open. So. Yeah, I want to throw it to him, but again, I'm not going to, if he's double, which they're starting to do.
Clint, especially on a 3rd and long situation when the result is just a check down or throw's not getting to the first down marker, what needs to change to circle on what we were talking about with taking more shots to try to move the chains on those 3rd and long?
It really is a combination of a few things. It's the protection. It's me stepping up into the pocket and finding buying myself a little bit more time for the receivers to come open. You know, third and long, you know, the routes takes a little bit longer, obviously, to develop, and you know, it's me stepping up and you know, giving it a little bit more time from the protection, from the backs picking up blitzes, guys getting off the press. I mean, just a combination of things, but it's never we're never far from it on the third downs. If you watch the film, it's always like, you know, if I hold it a little bit longer, it's always if this one guy picks up the blitz, if he comes out of his break, 2 yards deeper. I mean, it's just little things like that are so close, and you know, I guess it's encouraging to know that we're not, but you know, one play here, one play there away each week.
Was there a high emphasis on not turning the ball over Saturday against Maine?
Yeah, something that we've lost a turnover battle nearly every week, and you know, that's something that we wanted to emphasize is, you know, don't turn the ball over and give ourselves a chance, and you know, we were able to do that, and the defense got a turnover, but yeah, it's definitely something we wanted to focus on.
Clint, how's Coach Leffler been through this? Obviously, you know, it's his offense and he's struggled. What have you seen from him? Have you guys talked about kind of just, you know, what he's going through maybe, or how to get, you know, get better?
Yeah, me and him's talked a few times about it, and every time, you know, he's been the same person he was in the beginning, and that's part of being a professional. He hasn't showed me anything to give me the hint or anything that he's not coaching as hard as he was if we were 7-0. I mean, he's you know, he's definitely younger, but he's been through a lot, and he's definitely grown from a lot of this stuff. I mean, because he's told me a lot about his personal experiences and things like that. So he's I mean, he's handling it like a professional, and you know, you won't sense anything about him giving up, and he's the same every single day. So.
Clay, you talked, or Trey Mason's talked about wanting the ball more, frustrated that he's not keeping the ball more, wanting the ball 20 times a game, not knowing why he's not keeping the ball 20 times a game. Have you sensed any frustration from him, just in the offensive locker room, when you're around him? Have you sensed any frustration from your running back?
No, I mean, me and him are friends. We live right by each other, and you know, we get along real well. So I tend to know, you know, what he's thinking, and I mean, we talked after the game for a little bit. The locker room was one of the last few, and he was frustrated about, you know, the loss. I mean, he didn't mention anything about himself. We didn't talk about anything about ourselves. So I just know that anytime I talk to him about it, that he just tells me he's going to run it hard as he can every time he gets it. So you know, he tends. I mean, he's had a pretty good attitude to me, and so he hasn't said anything about that to me.
As far as you go, you talked about being here since the Chris Tom Tate days. Obviously, you're well acquainted with the SEC. Texas A&M is a newcomer. When you first heard that they'd be coming from the Big 12 to the SEC, what were your first thoughts about that?
The first thing I thought was, you know, in recruiting, you know, SEC's got a leg up, and Texas is always a state with obviously the size of it, a ton of athletes, and I was like, you know, that could, you know, a few years down the road, you know, that could, you know, really be a problem. That could be really good with the recruiting in that state, SEC recruiting. But, you know, they've always been, you know, a really good team, and I've always thought a lot of that school, and I've always thought it was really cool. The 12th man. That's the first thing. That's another thing that popped in my head. And you know, it's definitely going to be a good school, and you know, a worthy addition to the SEC.
You probably don't watch much offensive tape on Texas A&M when you guys break down, but have you seen anything in Johnny Manziel, you know, the quarterback? And yeah, as a redshirt freshman, I mean, he seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a few of their games, and he's I mean, he's real impressive to be so young. And he's really fast. That's one of the first things you notice. I mean, he throws the ball well, and you know, some other things, but you know, his running is really a strength right now, and you can tell he's young. But you know, he makes good decisions, and you definitely tell he's got some room to grow. But he's still putting up a lot of numbers. Just pretty impressive.
Clint, the ball that Emory in the second quarter in the end zone, when you watched him film, what was the breakdown there?
It's a throw I would like to have back, and you know, it's one where Emory, he's supposed to go 2 yards deeper, and his angle would have been different, but at the end of the day, it's playing football, and I have to see, you know, that he's open and throw it to him. So, you know, you throw the spots and everything like that, but it's playing football. So, I mean, it's a throw I would want back. He wants it back, but more so, you know, I want that back. I mean, Coach Leffler drew it up perfect. I mean, it couldn't have been better. Addition during the week, and, you know, it's a play that you have to make.
What do you see? Texas A&M defense is pretty aggressive. Jamal Moore gets a lot of sacks. What do you see from them?
Yeah, they're pretty aggressive. They like to play man defense and, you know, really test, you know, the wide receivers. And so, you know, we definitely got our hands full this week. They're definitely pretty aggressive.
And this is not a new thing for you as an offense. But going against another team that plays a fast-paced offense, how much onus is there on you guys to keep the ball, not go 3 and out?
I mean, you know, that's something we want to help our defense out in any way we can possible. That's, you know, from not turning the ball over, obviously from scoring points, but, you know, we want to keep them off the field as much as we can, get 3 or 4 first downs. You know, that's, you know, ideal. We obviously score, but we want to at least get a first down every drive to keep our defense off and help them out as much as we can playing a, you know, fast-paced offense like that.